I grew up in a Church of the Brethren, which was not like real liturgical, but it wasn't like real Pentecostal at all either. And as I got into loving gospel music more and more, I found more acceptance for it in some of the assembly churches and the more Pentecostal churches in my neighborhood and everything. And I grew up in Philly. Well, when I was 19, Richard Sturban here invited me to come sing in a group that we sang together in for years before the Oaks called the Keystone Quartet. Right. We played all over the Northeast and little churches and stuff like that. And the Keystone boys are all like Italian Assemblies of God guys. And so we tended to work in a lot of those kind of environments, the Keystones, little churches, little Pentecostal churches. And I learned a lot of things. Well, one night we were at this church.
I bet you did.
In western Pennsylvania, right around near McKeesport, and Richard will back this up. And it was like super Pentecostal revival center type thing, the likes of which I had not seen yet to that point in time. And they drug this lady up to the front of the church and said that she was possessed of a demon. And they proceeded to march her back and forth while the whole church prayed and laid hands and everything on the woman who was possessed. Well, Richard and I were out in the foyer of the church where the record racks were set up. And we're back there watching the whole thing from there when all of a sudden the deacon of this church comes plowing through the foyer, opened the doors to the foyer up wide, then opened the outside doors up wide. And he was like this. And I remember Richard saying, what's going on? He said, well, Brother Kenneth has released the demon and he's coming right through here.
He's coming right through here.
And I remember me and him, I'm like 19, he's 23, okay? We looked at each other like, and went downstairs.